They like the chaos.
They like the chaos. So when you're able to
The chaos.
let that chaos reign with
The chaos.
let that chaos reign with
The chaos.
let that chaos reign with
Must reign. Don't recommend it.
BGS.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you today?
I am good.
That's good. You sound like you ready to scrap. You got the energy up today.
You came from Southern parents, right? And Southern father, right?
I did.
Okay. You can feel good and not be willing to play, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no play today.
I understand. I'm kind of upset that Big J did not show up, though.
I'm not upset with him. You
I
said he
am.
wasn't. I know he wasn't, okay? Because he's not qualified. He ain't qualified to step in the ring because he's gonna get his ass whipped, okay? He knows it.
In my mind, you just can't go back and forth with somebody and they're not willing to talk to them, you know.
Every time I talk to Big J and pin him down, he got two ways of dealing with me. Either he come in and argue with me like a little bitch, okay, instead of talking to me like a man, okay, or he gets his ass whipped because he don't know nothing. I know he doesn't know anything, okay, I know that.
I wouldn't say he don't know anything. Y'all just disagree with a lot of stuff.
No, he doesn't know anything. I know he doesn't. I know when people know stuff. Okay.
Well, I know you were wrong when you started talking about a DNC was abortion. You were definitely wrong there.
No,
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I had one, and it wasn't an abortion.
Okay,
Yeah.
what was the original abortion called? Because I saw the paperwork when I was in my teens and 20s.
When you say original, what that got to do? We're talking about the common name.
Listen to
a DNC is the dilate and evacuate.
Evacuate.
Maybe don't you start because I wore you out the other day.
So what? You wore me out?
I wore AB out. He better not say nothing to me.
No.
Sweetheart,
We ain't do no derailing. Okay, go look up a DNC. Okay, they still use it for abortions. Okay, they still do. It's not the common thing, but they still use it. Okay, that was the original before they came up with the pills. Look shit up.
They use it for a lot of stuff that has nothing to do with abortion.
The original abortion was a DNC. That's what they put it down as, a DNC.
You a man over here acting like you're an expert.
No.
You're not.
I ain't gonna tell you how I know, baby. Okay, I ain't gonna tell you how I know.
Well, you know what? I got experience as a woman, and I got a coochie. You don't.
Did you have one?
Yes, I had one. I told you that. That's how I know it's not an abortion.
It is an abortion. Go look it up.
It was not an abortion.
Go look it up.
I'm pretty sure if you had one, it was on your paperwork. You just chose not to look at it because you was probably bent up and hurt.
I mean,
but if you go back and read your paperwork,
did you have an abortion? Okay, do you have an abortion?
No.
Okay. The original abortion, okay, back when it first started, because
we're in 2025.
Hey! Don't interrupt me.
Okay.
Unless you can go back and prove to me that it was never used as an abortion. Go back and prove it to me. I know what I saw. I saw the paperwork. They used to announce it on the radio.
That was in the 1960s. And so you live in the past.
No.
2025.
They didn't have no abortions.
DNC is not used for abortion.
You didn't have no abortions in the 60s, baby. You had abortions. Abortion wasn't legal until 1973. Okay, and black women lined up to get them too.
You were just wrong on that, and you won't let it go, and that's okay.
No, I'm not wrong with it. Go look it up.
Big J, I'm sorry. Let me ask you this.
No. Go look it up and prove. Come back and prove me wrong. Okay. You said I'm wrong. Go prove it.
BGS, have you ever been wrong?
Go back and prove it. Okay?
Have you ever been
yes,
wrong?
I've been wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong about the Knicks not going to the championship.
Oh, that's not the same. You were guessing something. I'm talking about facts.
Normally, if I tell you something, okay, I say it publicly. I have researched it. Okay, there's shit that I'm wrong about. But the thing is, if I'm waffling about it, I don't come out and say it. And I'll tell you, it's my opinion. Okay. Have I been wrong? Yeah. But when I tell you something as a verifiable fact, it's because I researched it so much to the point that it's almost like 100%.
I'm a woman with a coochie who has had a DNC, and it's very difficult for me to have an older black man try to tell me what it is and what it ain't. But that's okay.
No,
That's okay.
a DNC can be used for a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. But the thing is, back then, they a DNC. Stop acting like a little girl.
You
okay?
bring it out in me. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, please. Okay, but you're old enough not to. Trust and believe. They send you to school at 5 years old not to do what you're doing right now. You know better.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't like what I'm saying.
Oh, AB, you got a special place with me.
AB got a whole channel. You can go back and forth AB all night long if you want to. We got you. AB does shit all the time. He got time on his hands. You want to go back and forth with AB? Email him. He'll send you a link.
I do want to bring up something.
Go ahead.
I know you're gonna go off. I already know.
Just bring it up.
You and AB both. Big J ran through y'all's channels.
So?
And all y'all's content. Okay, I'm gonna get my point. All y'all's content, for the most part, we looked at it, and if we scroll through it now,
okay,
about women.
Oh, is it?
Yes, a lot of content about women.
Okay.
You and him are guilty. Y'all are both guilty.
What? It's a man. It's a Ibmore channel. Guess what? The main focus of it is
women.
No, male and female relationships. Okay.
That's the excuse. I think y'all are worshiping women. I'm gonna be honest with you, BGS.
That's your opinion. No, we're not worshiping women. In fact, it's the opposite. I don't. They can tell you from the first time I came to step up here, worshiping women was not it.
Y'all care too much. That's what I'm looking at. Y'all just care way too much about women and relationships.
And they're not supposed to.
They shouldn't. No.
Why?
Because the man should be functional and have his own world, his own world that he's functional in, and it don't got nothing to do with women like that.
Go ask the black ones.
My.
No, hold on. Go ask black ones.
Somebody call me a reprobate.
Hey, hold on. Stop talking through me.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Go ask black women. Do black men care too much about them? Okay. What do they say?
They say, well, most of them will say y'all don't give a damn.
Exactly. So which is it?
I think y'all's particular crew, y'all care too much. I can't speak on all black men, but y'all particular BGS, ignore.
Why do
y'all care way too much?
Why they say we hate women then?
I'm not letting y'all speak for all black men. Y'all are
no. He says we hate women. Us.
Yeah, cause of hate group.
Cause of hate group. Where does that come from?
Well, you care. Well, okay, this is what it is. In my mind, you guys care way too much what women think, what women do. Y'all give a lot of power to women, entertaining women, worrying about women, way too much. Why? And I just don't think women deserve all that attention. And what you guys do is once y'all get that focus on women, then you're like, let me point out all the things I'm mad about women. So that's why it looks like a hate group.
No, it looks like. Do you actually listen to the content?
I think y'all are into God, like almost like I say the black woman is God. Y'all are on that level the way y'all act.
We are.
Okay, that's it. Let me pull this up real quick. Okay.
The black woman is God.
No, that's you didn't hear that from us.
That's how y'all act, though. Y'all
no. Where
your content up, BGS?
There it is. Okay, there it is. Okay.
Toxic black feminism. Go ahead. I'm gonna be quiet and while you scroll through. Women.
You know what toxic black feminism was about? That's not about women. It's about a culture. It's about a culture. Yeah.
The pink pill. That's hold on. Then you got the panda signifier. That's about catering to women.
No. That was about the FD signifier. It wasn't about catering to women.
It's about how he caters to women.
No, it's not. It's about his hatred of the manosphere. It wasn't about that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't watch that one. I'm thinking about that other guy. There he is, a brand new panda bear. That's the one I'm thinking about.
And one. His basically his what? It's catering to women, and guess what? His dissing of what? The manosphere, or hatred of black men. Okay, that's what it was about.
Toxic black feminist.
You know what? Toxic black feminism. Okay. Look. Okay. Wait a minute.
The coldest winter, black women lose 3,000
Yes.
300,000.
Yeah,
Why? Why do
300,000.
we care about black women? This where the white women content since they
Huh?
so much better. Where all the white women content?
We never
I-
said that.
Basically, if I want to do white women content, I can go to MGTOW. Okay, why did I come here? Because mostly black men are date and marry who?
Oh man,
Who?
Your crew is not dating and marrying
No.
black women.
No. If they half of my guys are married. Okay.
Black women.
Yes.
BGS really?
Yes.
Or divorced from a black woman.
You got one right here, divorced and had a kid, right there on the panel. Okay,
we're not gonna count failure now. We're not gonna count.
Stop with that bullshit, man. It don't matter where you fail to succeed. Okay.
Okay, so we got the rest of them. How feminism changed signs we care about women more.
No. How
we gotta go down.
No.
Oh,
Did you actually watch it?
Look at your titles. They're focused on women. Don't try that, BGS. I gotta watch everything.
Yes.
See.
You ever hold
on? Hold down, please.
No. Wait a minute. I want to say something.
Now you want to wait.
Old Southern saying is about you never judge a book by its what?
Cover.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So you telling me I can't judge none of your stuff unless I watch everything?
Unless, okay.
I see images of women.
So what?
Marriage versus what?
How about Tommy Curry? The cost of being a black man. Okay.
You got a couple that are not focused on women. Okay. But most of it is
DNA testing at birth. Okay.
This is again kind of about.
No, that's about laws. It
your lack of trust with women and how they
it's about laws. RFK Jr. and healthcare costs.
Okay, that's different. Okay. We got Sabby up there. Then we got the two women, Reese.
Paul Pierce and the red pill. Okay. The myth of the evil black man. Okay. 100 days with Trump. Okay.
Passport girls.
Shadur Sanders in the NFL draft. Okay.
BGS, you're not reading the female ones though. You ignoring that.
No. Oh, the thing is, you say all my stuff is about who?
I said majority.
The majority. Okay. And I tell you, I told you what it's a relationship focused channel. That's what it's there for.
Sexy Red said, I'm derailing the conversation. Girlfriend, I thought that Big J was coming and it was going to be his conversation. I'm just talking because this is part of what Big J was showing. If that's not really derailing.
Chinese made luxury goods, luxury brands. Okay.
Yeah, you might want to look into that.
Feminist moment of clarity, feminism in education. Then we got old ugly ass Pearl over here.
Analyzing Trump, Jeffrey Sachs. Okay. Is feminism in education killing the U.S. in tech?
I'm just saying a lot of this content. What is that one? A modern marriage and environment. The black man in the gynocracy. It's just so much of this is swirling around women. In order to have a relationship, it has to include women, unless we're talking homosexual stuff.
Woman. Okay. What did I just tell you? It's an IPMOR channel. Guess what it's focused on? Men and relationships. That's what it's focused on.
Men and relationships.
Yes.
So women centered.
Oh, it's not a gay channel.
I didn't say it was gay. I'm saying it's women centered. It's focused on women, relationships with women, relationships with women.
If it's a female relationship channel, what's it going to be focused on?
Okay, so we're gonna say men's channel focused on relationships with women.
When Kristen Karazin did her stuff, okay, which is relationship, what was it focused on? Other women?
No.
Focus on men, right? Because who actually you're in a relationship with? Who is it?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, BGS. I'm just telling you, I think that because that was one of the conversations we had, that this is a place of weakness. Men focusing on women and letting women be the center of the universe. What does women do? What do black women think? What do black women this? Black women that? Women.
What problems are they come here because they're having problems in their relationship? They want to better understand them. Okay.
Mhm.
That's what
Women are not the center of the universe. They're not.
y'all act as if they
No, no,
are.
no. That's your perception of it.
Well,
Mhm.
it's founded when I look at
No,
this
it's not. No,
content.
no. No, you're not looking at the content. You're looking at
I'm
the
married and I don't think about men and marriage like
you,
this.
you,
I'm
you,
actually in a relationship, so it doesn't concern
so
me.
who's your main focus?
My husband is my main focus. Like if you're doing it, you don't have time to think about it.
Is he a woman?
If you're living
Is
it,
he a
you don't
woman?
have time to
Is he
think
a
about
woman?
it.
Is he a woman?
No,
He's
he's
a
not a
man.
woman. Of course.
And when it comes to a relationship, you focus on your man. Okay.
Mhm.
Everybody that's in my panel is not single. Okay. A lot of them are married
Very true.
and have kids. Okay. And making mid 6-figure incomes. Lots of them. In fact, I got one tunnel runner. He's married to a Colombian. Okay. To the Bitcoin. He's Dutch. He's married to a black woman in Europe. So what? Got a bunch of
Yeah.
them.
I don't know. I guess in my ideal world, I guess I feel like men.
No. Repeat that. In what? In what?
I know my ideal
In your
world.
ideal world, okay?
Mhm.
What does your ideal world have to do with me?
I'm just acknowledging that what I'm saying is not clearly something that others might see as valuable, but in my world.
So why are you trying to convince me of co-signing with your ideal world?
I do believe that men have an autonomy and an importance in and of themselves.
They do.
And right.
Yes,
And,
they do.
and it's like this female relationship center stuff. It's measuring manhood and man by their ability and association or proximity to women and relationships.
So where
And I don't know if that's any healthy. I don't know if that's healthy.
where did black men learn that from?
Man, the BGS, come on. At some point, I just feel like it's just not healthy. I feel like
we say that
measuring yourself by your relationships with women is just not healthy.
Never
Whether
said
Whether they're
that.
black or whatever color.
where did they
Never
learn
said
that from? Where did they learn that from?
You got to unlearn it though. That's what I'm saying.
Try,
I think to be strong, you got to unlearn.
I assume that you've taught, right? Okay,
You know,
haven't you?
of course.
Okay, how hard is that for people to actually unlearn something they learn from home?
Well, I don't
Stop.
habits and lifestyle impossible.
Huh. I wonder.
Impossible.
That was a setup question, Big BJ. That was a setup question. That was totally a setup question.
Out of the mouth of babes come gems, do they not?
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah, your values and shit. That's not gonna change. You are who you are based on what you came from.
Oh, really?
Of course.
That
That should not be your excuse not to push people in a better direction.
Who said I was pushing them in that direction?
See, that's what I'm saying. I told you.
Who said I was pushing them in that direction? One of my first videos called what? Value your light and attention, right?
Yes, it was.
A woman is an accessory. I said on my third video ever on YouTube. I don't teach that. I don't know where you get it from, but I teach that. That means you're not listening to me. You're looking at titles instead of listening to me.
Mm-hmm.
I listen sometimes, but you sometimes the stuff that you say, I just can't. I can't get through the whole video.
Like what?
Which one was other the 300,000? I tried to listen to that one. 300,000 women lost their jobs, and
what was that? What was that? Really had more to do with men and DEI. Had really very little to do with women.
Well, you were showing the downfall of the black woman. See the eggs coming
no.
The government fired you.
I did that with men. Okay, I did that with men a long time ago.
Yeah, they're taking our jobs too. So
I'm warning. AB can tell you. I had him actually do a test on AI, ChatGPT like 3 years ago. Right, see where it was going. Okay. I've been warning people ever since.
Yeah, they're coming to take AI is going to take some of your jobs.
You hard-headed broads don't listen. Until the body start hitting the floor, y'all don't listen. I've been telling y'all that for the 3 years. But now all of a sudden 100,000 women get clocked. Okay, I told you it was coming. I told you it was coming last year. Okay, once he gets in, because of the budget, they're gonna have to cut, and you guys, they're gonna cut. They're gonna take your job before they take Becky's job. Becky's coming. Trust me, Becky's gonna join you, just not right now. She'll be right next to you. In fact, she's already right next to you. In fact, MSW was telling about 3 white women that had high positions that got cut. Okay. Oh, they're gonna they're coming from them too. He's coming from them too. Just not yet. Who goes first? Okay, pawns go first. Black women gonna get cut first.
Yep.
You already know that.
It seemed to me as if you were in a celebratory mode or something like that.
Don't listen to how you feel that I'm actually presenting the material. Listen to what the hell I'm saying.
We're trying to warn you.
Because I'm telling guys this because I told them 6 months ago about DEI and this was going to happen when Trump tried erasing all those DEI. I went saying, well, they're gonna come for you too. I said, man, guess what? And I played this. So that's why I put this up, right? Okay. When guys were talking about it, right?
Sauce for the goose, Mr. Savick. The odds will be even.
The odds are even. And I said all black men want is a freaking level playing field, right? Okay. And basically I said DEI will not be what you think it is. And basically 4 or 5 months in, guess what happened? Well, 4 months in, right? Black men gained 100,000 jobs and black women lost 300,000, okay? Because I knew where the jobs were actually going to get cut from. And it wasn't just DEI, it's also automation and AI. And who has those jobs? Women, okay? Men have different jobs. We don't get the boost, the double minority status that black women get, okay? Never have. So it's not going to affect us as much. That's why I was trying to tell. That's why I put it up there. So basically, you put on your woman ears and listen to how I felt, because I'm not patting your, oh, you know, poor baby, you lost your job. Let me get you a pillow and a cold drink and make you all feel all better. I don't do that stuff. I don't do that to them. Why should I do it to you? Now give me something real instead of how it's telling you were celebrating. I don't give a fuck if I was celebrating. Was I telling the truth?
Well, I just think that
no.
I don't know. I just question.
You feel. You don't think because you thought you'd listen to me. You feel. What do you feel?
I'm looking at the evidence of these channels, you and AB, and I'm just telling y'all that y'all are very gynocentric, and
how are we?
That's problematic. You can't defeat that. That's problematic.
Do you know what a gynocentric channel is? Okay, we are not a gynocentric channel.
Yes, you always do this. You go to this is why people be running from you, because you try to go around people and what they're saying.
No, I don't. No,
ask a bunch of questions and redefine a lot of stuff.
What is the definition of gynocentric?
Gynocentric, in my understanding, and what I'm talking about, is simply focusing on females, femininity, women, things concerning women.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
So basically, if I'm focusing on what concerns men, okay, let me ask you this. Okay, let me ask you this real quick. Okay, when you focus on women, is dating part of it?
This is the series of questions trying to lead me away.
No. Stop.
I know all of your tactics.
You brought your ass up here. I didn't call for you. I ain't call for you. Okay, and you know what you're gonna get. Okay, what you're trying to do is avoid it because you're wrong. Okay,
not wrong. Your whole channel is very gynocentric. Women. What do women do? What do women think? What do women having happen?
No. Basically, most of my stuff is not. Okay, it's about men. Feminism affects men. That's how come I put it up there. It affects their education.
I'm saying men.
Hey. Stop talking through me.
All right.
What I'm saying is because there are our mothers, our teachers, and HR, all that kind of shit, they affect us. Okay. And the Manosphere channel is about how gynocentrism, which is gynocentrism is not just a black gynocentrism. The whole country's gynocentric, right? Because all the laws are actually female focused, give them advantages.
Mm-hmm.
DNA testing at birth, basically. How do you not get raked over the coals if this happens to come up and get charged for a baby that ain't yours? That's a man thing, okay? Has nothing to do with women. Women would love not for that not to happen, okay? It's a man thing. It's because that's what we experience, okay? When basically you get your educational system passes you over. Your mother doesn't teach you to read. Your mother passes you over, and you don't do as well as you think you should in life. Okay, that's not just kind of sex. That's a man-focused thing. How feminism actually affects your jobs and your education and the kind of education that you get. That's a man-focused thing.
We're focusing on manhood as it relates to women and feminists.
Now we talk about a system. And you operate inside that system, okay? You can't change the system, okay? This is how the system works. When I talk about stuff that's systemic, I don't talk about individual women unless somebody asks me. I could care less about how you date. Now I've done dating shows, which I rarely do. Most of my stuff is systemic.
Okay, so the Equalizer, he has put this what is it definition up. It says gynocentric is centered or concerned exclusively with women, taking a female or specifically a feminist point of view.
Yeah.
And a lot of your stuff is about feminism as it relates to men and how it affects men.
As it affects
so
men.
you have in fact gynocentric.
No,
a lot of gynocentric content.
No, you're not.
Sir.
I don't. You're not. Okay. You know what, May?
He about to boot me off.
You know what, May? Okay.
I said truth. I always get in trouble.
No. Actually, you proved wrong. You want to come up with your own definition, which is fine. Okay.
He had the definition.
Okay, man. I have to do that with some of my girlfriends that don't get it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. You don't get it.
I do get it, and
you don't get it. You don't get it.
BGS, you gotta be more like able to like.
I don't have to do shit.
That's why people don't want to argue with you, and you want somebody to debate you sometimes.
I don't want.
Yes, you do.
Debate is one thing. Okay, you have no proof of anything. Okay, debate.
Well, we just had a definition, and based on the definition, and I look at your channel, and I see all this female, women centered, feminist centered. You have a gynocentric channel. Argue with that.
Did you actually look at the material?
I have watched plenty of your material. Been watching. You know this. For how many years now?
I don't know.
You know this. Yes, you do.
What did you just say?
Your diesels and all this other stuff. I've watched plenty old stuff and new stuff.
What's the diesel?
See, there you go with you trying to take me off.
What is it? No. What is a diesel?
It is basically I guess you would say a measure.
Sex worker is a diesel.
A sex worker. That's not my understanding.
My
understanding is that you have a system in which you peg people kind of like by style.
No.
Archetype and social
class. Social class.
Yeah, that's what I said. Social class.
No, you didn't. Social class.
Not what you said.
I just said it.
No, you didn't. We were listening to you.
You have me on recording already talking about diesels and social class before.
So what's the diesel? If you've been following me, what's the diesel?
You have some specific thing. I just told you what.
No. What if you've been following me? What is the diesel? What's the diesel, Albert?
Diesel is pretty much prostitute, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, a sex worker. It's a
sex worker.
And why do I put them in a different category, man?
Okay, where do regular women fit? Okay, I missed something for real. Where do regular women fit in? Are you not assuming that all women are decent?
Have you followed my material?
Some parts. I haven't seen it all. BGS, you got a whole world.
I did a whole video where I went through all the whole octanes, including the diesels. Okay. Okay.
I was mad with Big J at first for not coming up here, but now I understand why you give somebody a whole headache.
You brought it up,
You
man.
give somebody a whole headache.
What's the 85, man? What's an
I
85?
didn't memorize this stuff, BGS. I'm a woman. I did not memorize.
Oh my God.
Okay, all right, man.
I'm just
All
saying,
right.
you got an
All right.
87, 89. I know about the different ones, and you got
Okay.
the one that's the
What's an 85?
chick. I just seen it all. I heard it.
What's an 85?
85, if I remember correctly, it was kind of like, don't quote me. I didn't see him memorize it, but I believe it's like a Keisha type chick.
A ghetto chick that's struggling.
Yeah.
A lower class woman. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What's an 87, which is regular? What's an 87?
I believe it's, don't quote me. I'm not sitting on no test. I'm just trying to remember what you said. I think it was a woman who tries to not be hood.
No, she's working class girl.
Okay, working class.
Okay, not be hood. Okay, what's an 89?
I just told you I didn't memorize them all. I didn't.
But you brought it up, okay?
I was talking about the general idea. Those are things I have been aware of.
No, you're aware of. But the thing is, you're trying to put me on blast for something that you don't even understand.
Yeah.
I'm just simply saying that since I have come across you, BGS, you have very gynocentric.
Okay. Well, then, you know what, baby? Oh, you know what?
You don't like it when I say it.
No. That's what you believe. Because if that was the case, then Big J wouldn't be at me like this. If that was true, if that was the case, and neither would be what's the name, FD Signifier or these other cats be at me like this. Okay.
There's two reasons why people at you like that. You not only center women, but then you demonize women. That's the part.
How do I demonize? How do I
demonize? You make men believe that they're a victim and they're powerless.
I don't call men victims.
Well, they sound like victims.
Oh,
they're gonna take you and put you on child support. They're gonna do this to you. They're gonna do that to you.
Or do they not?
I agree that there's a lot of stuff that happens to men, but I think that you sometimes
don't me. What do I actually do?
You're telling men about a lot of the downfall, but most of the downfall they're going to deal with is a lot of the type of women they choose.
No.
And you're not giving them that type of accountability. Why are you choosing women that will put you on child support? Why are you choosing women that don't want to get married and you having babies with them? Why do you choose? That's the conversation you're not having with these guys.
Name me a group, name me a class of women that don't put their daddy on child support.
They're all women, possibly from any culture, who need to take care of their children.
No. I'm talking about our culture. I'm not talking about any culture. Our culture. I talk about a class of women. I ain't talking about a culture. I'm talking about a class of women.
Now you know the way that you approach everything. You're gonna say, "Give me the data."
No. Name me a class of women that do not put their men on child support.
I'm not having a class. It's not about a class, BGS.
Okay,
it's not about a class. You're asking me for an absolute. Every woman who's in the middle class doesn't do this. That's not about a class. What I'm saying is, as an individual man, you choose an individual woman. Okay.
Okay.
You choose an individual woman. I don't care who she is or what she is. That outcome, that is your choice as a man who you chose, and the outcomes are yours to be accountable for.
You have to be. You know what we used to do at work? Okay, we get a young guy that think he's hot shit, and he running around with all the women. Get him in a circle, tell him about child support and how to be careful, and how not to fall into the trap. I just told my grandson the same shit. Okay, and he's 12. Just told him the same shit. How not to fall.
That's the right age, because that's when them hormones kick in.
And hormones are just starting to kick in, and he got the eye out. I'm telling him how to be careful not to do that. I try to tell that to my freaking son. Okay. How not to fall into. That's my thing. How not to fall into. This is the trap. This is how not to fall into it. Now, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that type of mentoring, men to men, telling each other, these are my experiences. I think that's actually healthy. Real people who have real experience. Of course I do.
Really?
BGS, I'm not against men. I don't know why you and your group always seem to think I'm against black men.
I'm gonna give you another 2 minutes, man.
I'm not.
I'm gonna give you 2 minutes, okay? Because I ain't your husband. I don't have to sit here 2 hours and go back and forth over some nonsense that you feel. Okay,
I'm not going over nonsense.
It is nonsense. Okay, baby. Sin is nonsense. Okay? Every
I'm
time
telling you, it doesn't make sense that these men are natural victims when they can choose their outcome.
You ain't telling me nothing. Okay.
Like women, they're not victims.
You ain't got no proof of that. Men and women. I don't want men to.
If I chose my husband, then the outcomes I'm responsible for.
Exactly.
If my husband chose me, he's responsible. Nobody's to blame. There's no victimhood. There's accountability and results. That's
so how do I tell men not to fall into that trap?
You act like these motherfuckers don't have.
Hey! Answer my goddamn question.
You just AB.
All right, man.
I have one thing to say, BGS. Can we acknowledge that adult human beings have choices and they have natural instincts and common sense? And therefore, the outcomes of what they're dealing with is the result of their own self. Can we not acknowledge that?
Let me ask you this, man. Let me ask you this, okay? I get it.
When I start getting logical and not feeling, you tell me to be quiet. You see that?
No,
boy.
Oh, okay, man. All right, man.
He wants to drop me because I'm logical. That's okay.
All right, man. Good Lord, okay. You want to drop me because I'm logical, like a wounded woman.
Old-fashioned sign. What you call old-fashioned sign language? Guilt, shame, need to be right.
Need to be right. Yeah.
Chaos. They like the chaos.
They like the chaos. So when you're able to
chaos,
let that chaos reign with
chaos,
let that chaos reign with
chaos,
let that chaos reign with
must reign.